Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allie, the owner of Post Hook Society. Welcome to the channel. So, today I am doing a what did I use in May. So I have my handy dandy little bag that sits next to me where I normally crochet, which is out in the living room. You guys have probably seen me sit there. So I'm just going to take all of these out. Here it is, boom. Now this doesn't represent every single bit of yarn that I've used. These are just the empty packages that I've used, empty skeins. So like when I was doing my pride flags, obviously that used up yarn, but it didn't use up all of the skein because I only needed a little bit of it in order to do that little section. Same thing with my tapestries. Now some of these didn't use up all of the yarn, and we'll get into that. But let's see what I have here. So this one is Loops and Thread Peachtree Multi. So these are the beanies that I was making. The peach, white, green, and like a tan color. You guys saw them either in the last video that I posted. I'm not sure when I'm posting this video. If I already posted the other video, then you've seen the beanie. If not, you'll see it in the next one. Anyway, used up an entire skein of that. And then I've also used, oh, and that was by Loops and Threads. So this one is Orchid Mist Multi. This is the by Pride beanie that I dubbed it. It's the purple, blue, and pink one. I know I have two of these. Let me find it. Yep, here it is. So I used 2 skeins of those, and I got 3 beanies with a little bit of leftover yarn. Let's see. This one is a Loops and Threads Soft Classic White. This one I used up when I was doing all of the pride flags. I used an entire skein of yarn to do all, I believe it was like 15 or 16 flags. Yes, it was like 15 or 16, and I used it all up. So there's that one, that's white. And then, what else have I used? This one is called Fiesta Multi. Is that 2? Yep. I used 2 skeins of Fiesta Multi by Loops and Threads. If you can't tell, I'm a Loops and Threads girly now because Big Twist. I'm going to use up my Big Twist, obviously, but until Hirschner's, I believe, they bought the formula. But until they start selling it, or if I can find any more, I'm going to be using Loops and Threads for sure. I love Big Twist. Love it. If I can get my hands on more of it, I would. So, but until that happens, Loops and Threads girly. I like their colorways. They have a lot of variegated yarns, so they're great for like beanies and stuff. So I've been doing that because, as you know, I've got some markets coming up. I'm not gonna put out my beanies during those markets. Same with my ear warmers. I've decided that, you know, it's summer here. I live in Florida. It's hot. It's 80s, 90s on the daily right now. So I'm not putting out beanies and ear warmers. Know your climate. Know your clientele. It's not going to work. So I have that. This is Big Twist Nola. This is Big Twist Anti-Pilling Acrylic Living. So Big Twist Living in the color Fuchsia. So this was also a beanie. One skein gave me an adult large beanie. So did that. I only had one of those. Used that up. This one is the color Confidence, so this is also Big Twist Living. This one is the Pan Pride beanie. I know I should probably list these for the month of June, but at the same time, the likelihood of somebody buying them here in Florida is slim to none. So I'm just gonna wait and save it, and it's one less beanie that I have to do for my fall and winter markets. So, Confidence, that one's done. This one, I have 2 in Rainbow Bright by Big Twist Value. This one is, I did beanies out of these ones. I got 3 beanies out of 2 skeins of yarn with a little bit left over, and I think I actually have, yes, so this is the Rainbow Bright. And if I didn't show you before, this was the Pan Pride. Can you see it? There it is. There's the Pan Pride or Confidence. This one is the Vi Pride one, the Orchid Mist. And this one's Fiesta. Have we gone over that one? That one's Fiesta, down in the corner. So yes. So I did 3 beanies with a little bit left over of the Rainbow Bright. I call it Neon Explosion because that one sounds like more fun. Then I have Sunrise Ombre. I have 3 of those. I actually made a shawl. I don't know if I posted that one. I'm gonna have to make pictures, and if it's posted, I will put somewhere on here that I did post it and it's listed for sale. But yeah, I made a double crochet solid shawl. So I'll post pictures and I will list it for sale by the time this video goes up. I'm making it my goal to do that. Then I used 3 skeins of Red Heart Favorite Stripe to make my rainbow shawl. That one is posted. Go ahead and go check it out. I used 3 skeins in order to do that. Oh, baby's crying. I will be right back to finish this. Okay guys, I am back. I know it was only for a second for you. It was about 5 minutes for me. Baby just wanted some loving and some attention, and she wanted milk. So, that is what I went and did. Gave her some loving, gave her some milk, and we called it a day. So, let's get back to our yarn usage today. So, what color is this? Does this one not have like an actual color name? Oh yes, it does. Okay, so this is 3 skeins of Loops and Threads cotton. It is the dupe that Michaels does for Lily Sugar and Cream. So in Lily Sugar and Cream, if you're familiar, they have a colorway called Denim. So this was that. My friend Lexi wanted a market bag. So she was at Michael's and she goes, "Is this the one that you used?" And I was like, "No, but it's the exact same thing. So go ahead and pick it up and I'll make you a market bag." So she paid for the yarn and we called it even. So she got 3 skeins for me, and this at Michael's is called Baby Blue Ombre. Lily Sugar and Cream, it's called Denim, same colorway. It's the exact same thing, just rebranded as Michael's, and these ones are smaller, ounce-wise. So I think the Denim is 3 ounces, because I could use 2. Yeah, so theirs are 3 ounces, a skein. Michael's is 2 ounces, so I need 3 in order to make 1 market bag if I buy from Michael's. So that's that. I'm gonna put those in the bag. I don't think I have, sorry, this is where I keep my cotton. My cotton is stored up here in these top 2 bins, and then down here I have my ear warmer yarn mixed into this second and third one, and then down at the bottom, this one has scrap acrylic that I don't use, or if I'm testing something and I want to use acrylic in order to test it, that's usually where I pull from. But I don't think I have access to a skein of denim. I think I would have to dig in my my acrylic, and I'm not doing that. It's not happening. I'm sorry. So next I have, I think I did organize some of these. Let's go with this one because this one's small. So this one is the Basic Stitch Anti-Pilling Lion Brand yarn in the color Silver Heather. So I made an adult beanie out of this one. I was able to get one beanie out of one skein of Basic Stitch Anti-Pilling. I didn't have any other matching lot to this one because this one was in 2023, so there's no way in hell that I would have found a matching dye lot to this one. And I honestly didn't have any other plans for it because any other project that I would pair it with, I would need at least 2 of those, and I only had one. So used that up, made a beanie. I've been on a beanie kick lately, if you can't tell. They're easy projects to pass the time. Okay, so these are getting into tapestry projects. Yes, okay, so let me sort them into colors. Okay, so I made the shark shawl, the New Jersey Devils cardigan, and I started the Toronto Leafs tapestry. So these represent that, oh my gosh, my eye itches, how much yarn I've used to do all 3 of those so far. So the shark shawl is finished. That was the first one I did. The New Jersey Devils one is finished. That one is currently listed on my website. If you'd like to buy it, go for it. Greatly appreciate it if you did. But it's a fun little piece that I'm doing. Like I said in other videos, I want to make a tapestry for each NHL team. That is the long-term goal. So I started posting it on Instagram, and so I have stories for each one, like highlight reels, so you can go back and see like my progress through them. I haven't made any videos about them, and I don't think that I will. I think it'll probably just be an Instagram only. I say that now, but we'll see. You never know. So in order to do that, I used one skein of black yarn. Did I use any on the... Yes, I did. I used a little bit on the shark shawl. Not much. Yeah, I didn't use much on the shark shawl, but the rest of it I used for the Devil's cardigan to do the ribbing and the outline of the logo. You can go see the pictures. If I'm smart, I'll figure out how to put it like right here if I'm not lazy. There's that. So one skein of black yarn by Loops and Threads. This is the Soft Classic acrylic. And then these are all Loops and Threads. I wanted the same brand across so that I had the same like consistency and yarn. So I have 2 in red that I used for, again, the Devil's cardigan. Now this is where I used a lot of yarn because I used white as the background on the shark shawl, and then I also used white for pretty much the body of the Devil's cardigan. So I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 skeins of white. Let me just double check that. Yes, so I used 6 skeins of white to make both of those cardigans. Now, were you counting? Because I was not counting how many skeins I used. So, how many was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I used 29 skeins of yarn. 29 in the month of May. So I don't know about you, but I think that is really good. Really, really good. So I've already started June because technically I didn't dip into the second, what was the color name? Ah! My hair clip fell. The second Peachtree Multi. This one will be in the June how much yarn did I use video, because I didn't dip into this one until yesterday, June 1st. So started it, finished this game yesterday. So this will be in June. Otherwise I would have had 30. But other than that, not much is... I think 29 skeins is really good for the month of May. All things considered, and the big projects that I had, and bookings, and doing what I was doing for the month of May. 29? I'll take it. I'll take it. So yes, I'm not hoarding yarn, I'm actually using it. Things are getting used up, so slowly but surely, we're making our way through. What should I do with these? Should I keep them and just see like how much yarn I've used from like starting to do these videos to the end of the year? Should I? Should I? I'll keep a note on my phone of how many I used per month, and then we can see like how many labels I have. It'd be nuts. It would be nuts as I like fling one across the room. I kind of want to do it. I kind of want to do it, I'm not gonna lie. I think I might. I gotta designate a bag, and I have plenty of bags, so we're going to. Yep, I've just decided we're going to do how much yarn have I used in 6 months, because I can't do the entire year. So here's May. Here it's gonna be May. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna call it here for this video. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit the subscribe. Comment down below how much yarn you have used. And did you guess that I would use this much? I didn't. And I was the one making it. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!